I was in family practice for quite a while, and I think the chronic pain clinic allowed me to sort of continue to be a bit of a family doctor, if you will. I like the aspect of being more connected with patients. Yeah, the pain clinic has been a constant focus for me ever since I've been here in North Bay. I always liked doing chronic pain, and when the opportunity came up to take the clinic over, I did it, and I did it for quite a number of years.
Steve has always been a careful voice in the wilderness in terms of pain medications, and he's always been a great resource to all of us to handle our difficult patients.
I think he's highly motivated, very conscientious, obviously extremely smart. I think wise in knowing what, I think not all physicians are wise, and he's wise.
Steve took this small pain clinic, and then with his anesthesia training, he started to enhance the pain management protocols with the use of nerve blocks, which he did after the OR. Back in the 1980s and early 1990s, pain management was very poorly done.
I think the fundamental connection you have with patients and the difficulties you have in kind of helping patients come to terms with these problems hasn't changed much, but we have a few more tools to use to bring in. We brought in the IV lidocaine and ketamine infusions. That was a big change. And the biggest change has been the way that we use opioids now. And for a long time we used opioids liberally, thinking we were really making a difference with them, and in fact we were actually creating other problems that end up being more of an issue than the pain itself. So we've had to kind of reverse that. So looking back, it's easy to be critical of the way that we did things many years ago, but it's really part of medicine where things are always changing based on new evidence that comes forward, and you have to be able to look at old practices and change them. You have to be able to look forward and say, well, that really didn't work, let's try something different. And in this case, it's really been a 180 shift in the way we've dealt with pain patients. So that's been a challenge for sure.
His innovation, his consistent drive to improve quality has resulted in a pain clinic here in North Bay that is unequaled in Northern Ontario. Steve is one of these guys that you can always turn to for advice. He's not judging. He's an expert. He's a communicator. He's a teacher. And most of all, he's a compassionate physician. So that's what I've learned from Steve over the last 20 years.
Well, it's always been really important for me to feel the support of my colleagues in North Bay and the area. And it is nice to hear that the people you work with appreciate what you do. And I wouldn't say that I've never heard it before, but to have something formal like this bestowed on me, I think is a real honor. It really is, you know, it's quite a thrill really to get it.